Hey everyone, it's Robin from Water Moon Tarot, and I'm here today to start my 12-part series on the moon signs. And I'm super excited to do that because I know that a lot of people already know their sun sign. Obviously, there's 12 signs in the zodiac, and depending on your birthday, you may be, like Aries, a Taurus, a Cancer, whatever. Everybody already kind of knows that, but what most people don't know is that there's a much more detailed, in-depth, personal birth chart to everyone that explains a lot of things about yourself, about your personality, your likes, your dislikes, your path in life, all kinds of things. And your moon sign is your, I would say, I don't want to say second most important, but it's it's extremely important because we have 5 personal planets in our birth chart, which is the sun, the moon, Mercury, Venus, and Mars. And those planets, which are personal to us at the time of our birth, give a blend of who we are. So that's why a lot of people don't resonate when they read about their sun sign. Let's say you were born in August, you're a Leo, and it says Leo's supposed to be like this or like that, and they're like, that doesn't sound like me at all. And the explanation could very well be that this Leo has all kinds of different placements in different signs that's influencing of course, their personality. So that's why every Leo is different, and every Scorpio is different, and every Virgo is different, because they have all different placements in their chart. So we're gonna start today with the moon in Aries, and it is the first sign of the zodiac. The zodiac is a wheel, and it starts with Aries, which is technically the baby of the zodiac. It's the newborn of the zodiac, all the way till the 12th sign, which is Pisces, which is technically the old man, the old woman, the old man of the zodiac. So you go through the wheel from 1 to 12, like that, almost with like experience. So we can say that the moon in Aries is the baby of the zodiac, and because of that, when you think of a baby, you think childlike, you think energetic, you think exuberant, optimistic, naive, and those are all kind of key words that we can use for the moon in Aries. I wrote down a whole bunch of keywords actually, and then we'll get into more specifics, but what I wrote down was naive, exuberant, childlike, quick to anger, quick to forgive, autonomous, loner, rebellious, leaders, and uncomplicated. So those are just like general, like buzzwords, but I find the moon in Aries to be, yes, they are childlike, and yes, they are exuberant, and this and that, but it is still a fire sign, and it is a cardinal sign, which are the leaders of the zodiac, and fire signs are fiery, so Aries can get extremely angry. The good thing about Aries is that they have a lot of trouble managing their anger, and they're quick to be angry, and very often it can express itself in physical, throwing something, or that it's so fiery, but because they're so uncomplicated, it's something that passes, very quickly. So they're going to be angry for like a second, and then it's over, which is great about Aries, which is a really good thing about Aries actually. And the moon is A feminine is the feminine influence in our chart, whereas the sun is a more masculine influence. And to have the moon, which is a feminine influence, in the most masculine, very fiery sign of Aries, there's always going to be almost a discomfort there, because the moon, it's very soft, and to have it in this Mars ruled fire sign planet, there's always going to be, because the moon is your emotional nature, so there's always going to be some conflict there with the emotions as well. It's not a comfortable type placement for the moon. Always, moon signs that have feminine placements, and we'll get into that later, but there's 6 signs of the zodiac that are feminine, and there's 6 signs of the zodiac that are masculine. But the moon is more comfortable with feminine signs because it is a feminine influence. So when you have Aries, the god of war, which is who he was in, mythology, in such a docile, planet of the moon, you have some discomfort with emotion. They don't really understand. A lot of the time somebody will get upset about something that they said because they're so impulsive too, that things are just coming out of their mouth. It could be even something hurtful, but it's not even intended to be hurtful. It's just because they're so quick of the tongue and, expressive and things like that, and passionate and fiery, it's coming out, and people are upset about it, and they're I have no idea why they're upset. I didn't even mean, or whatever. It's the emotional side of things is very difficult for them, and they really, it's not that they're being insensitive, they just on purpose, but yeah, I guess they are a bit insensitive because they don't get it, they just don't understand. So of course, this is all changeable depending on different placements. Every placement in your personal planets, the 5, will bring something different to your personality. So if your sun is in a very sensitive sign, and your moon is in Aries, then you will be a more sensitive Aries. Let's say if you're in a water sign, or even if you have an earth sign sun, it'll bring some more sensitivity to the moon in Aries. But if you have another masculine planet, sun, then it will be a more difficult placement. It will be a stronger, more fiery placement, and there will be emotional discomfort. Another thing that I find really important to say about Moon in Aries is that the moon is also the planet of the mother, and a lot of times I've seen that Moon in Aries have some sort of relational difficulty with their mother, because Aries is so aggressive. They can be very aggressive, and very masculine and things like that. And in the moon sign of the mother, there could be difficulties there. So there's aggression in the moon sign with the mother. So a lot of the times there could be difficulties with the mother. Seeing that placement alone, a lot of the times it does ring very, very true. So another thing that's extremely important to say about Aries is that they're leaders. They feel comfortable being in leadership positions. Being told what to do pisses them off. They hate that. They like to do things on their own. They're loners a lot of the time. They're free spirits. They're very independent, and being told what to do like literally makes them angry. They hate that, because they are so independent, and they are so I mean, they're strong-willed, and they're great leaders. So being told what to do, they're very uncomfortable with that. So they'll rebel against that. So that's definitely a lesson for the moon in Aries to like grow, because to like work on, you know, like that's definitely a karmic lesson for the moon Aries. Like maybe we could like all play together, maybe we can all be nice and be friends and work together and be teammates, and you know, co-workers, and you know, say yes boss sometimes, because they are the boss, and you know. So that's definitely a lesson that Aries has to learn over time, or even better, to become their own boss and have their own business or things like that, which the moon in Aries, which they would be really, really great at. Anyways, I can go on and on about these things, but that's just like a quick overview of the moon in Aries. I hope that you love the video. There's so much more to a birth chart than just the moon, but it's very important. The emotional nature, it's what's inside. Your sun sign, like when you were born, the day of your birth, that's more the outside. That's like what everybody sees. The moon sign it's what's coming from inside, and a lot of the time it's not really what people see, and a lot of the time it's things that we hide from people almost, because it's really like our innermost feelings. And so yeah, so that's it. So that's the moon in Aries. I hope you guys liked it. Like, follow, click, you know, do the whole thing. And I'll be coming back soon with my next video, Moon in Taurus. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Bye.